Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another Paint With Me session. I tried painting a loose landscape, but I don't like how this looks, and the process was a bit stressful. And I want us to just have fun painting, so I will change our painting subject. I hope it's okay with Maika because she's the one who suggested the photo. For today, we're going to paint this photo. I have uploaded it already in the discussions tab. I also uploaded the black and white version to help us focus on the values or on the dark colors or areas in our painting. And I will also use a watercolor technique that I am very fond of for the past few days. It's called pouring. So what I have here are paints thinned with water. I also have one here. I will only use 3 colors for the first layer. And later on, I will use a flat brush for the details so it's easier. So this is how I do it. This is a sauce container actually. And then I'll drop water onto it to thin it. There. If you look in the reference photo, it is too busy and you might get overwhelmed with the details, and I don't want that to happen. So I'll just change all the colors. I'll just focus on what is dark and what is light. Also, this will get a bit messy later, so have your rag or your tissue ready. I will also use my neutral tint later for the darkest darks. Okay, so let's start. Don't worry, you can pause this video if you need to. First thing that you want to do is wet your paper with clean water. And then I will prepare my rag. I'll pour in first my lavender color. Let gravity do its thing. And I'll also pour in my Viridian hue color. Ah, so lovely. Let's add another one here. Oopsie. And finally, our dark colors. I have here my permanent violet. If you want to control it, you can just use your brush and drop those colors. I won't worry where they go. If you want a detailed explanation on how I do pouring, you can also check the video below where I discussed this technique. So this will be my first layer. No shapes defined, no stress. I'll just let them bleed by themselves. And then I'll leave this to dry. And let's work on some, but not all of the details. Now this is dry. I want you to focus on our black and white reference photo. And if you need to, you can use a pencil just to plot some of those shapes. So I have here a house with a window and goes over there, And there's a shadow going here. So this is our street. I'll just leave some random shapes here to make it more interesting. And then on the other side, I have another building here. And I have a tree here. And then some random shapes. And there. Okay, I'll just color in these shapes using my violet and my neutral tint color. And to make it easier, I will also use a flat brush. If you want abstract shapes, it's easier to do it with a flat brush, especially if it's a wide one. But if you don't have this brush, no worries, just use whatever brush that you have. And let's start. So I'm going to use my neutral tint here and mix it with my violet as well. And use minimum strokes. Again, there's no need for this to be perfect. You might want to leave white spaces here and there. And here is the road. Does this look like house to you? If it is, then I'm pretty much satisfied with that. And then on the other side, I'm just using the tip of my brush and pressing it lightly. This doesn't need to be perfect also. Oops. And here's the tree. We can also mix some of our green there. And I'm going to use this part of the brush. I know this might be challenging, especially if you are not used to a loose style. But the important part is that you're having fun painting. Or if not, if you're stressed, then at least you are learning something. So what I'm doing is I'm just focusing on the black and white reference photo. There. So how does it look? I think this one looks like a tree, and this one looks like a house, and this one looks like a building. It doesn't look perfect, but I am happy with it, and I hope that you are too. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, it didn't even follow the colors that I see in the reference photo because it is quite intimidating. It's quite complicated. And lastly, you can add finer details. I am shifting to a smaller brush now. Let's add life to this. So I'll add birds. Oh no! Too big. Let me shift to an even smaller brush, this one. I'm going to add birds. And some dry brush here on the road. It's easier to do dry brushing with a smaller brush. And I want to add darker values on my tree, so what I'll do is I'll grab this violet mixture with a smaller brush. I'll drop colors here and there. I'm not even looking at the reference photo right now. And I might also add some darker values where I see fit. So by just focusing on the black and white reference photo where the dark is, where the light value is, and not stressing about the colors or even the perfection of the shapes, we were able to paint this loose landscape. Let's reveal the painting with its crisp white border. This is the most satisfying part for me. So here is our finished loose landscape painting. There. Now it's time to reveal who will win this Sakura Matte watercolor. Again, the winner will shoulder the shipping fee, which is 120. Congrats to Tin Bacala. Congratulations, Tin. Please send me a message on my Facebook page and wait for my confirmation. Thanks for watching. Bye!